Here we go. Mo3. Welcome to Vlad TV.
What's up, man? We here.
Hey, man, quite a body of work. Quite a body of work.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
How many years now have you been like consistently putting out shit now?
3.5, like 4.
Okay, almost seems like it's longer because I've seen some of these videos that are like 5 years old and such.
Oh, shit. It
So,
might be where if you talking about like right now, like right now, I won't say like 3.5, 4, like yeah.
congrats, man.
Appreciate it.
Congrats. You got some big songs under your belt,
Appreciate
you
it.
know. And I think in a world where mumble rap is kind of running things, I feel like you're actually lyrical and you take a lot of time with your verses.
Yeah, nah, for sure. I want you to get the message.
No doubt. No doubt. Well, this is your first time here.
It's my first time.
Let's start from the beginning. So you grew up in Dallas.
Yeah,
Okay. North Dallas?
yeah, in Afghanistan, man. Far as line I did.
Okay. So tell me about Dallas growing up.
Uh shit, it's like every other city in a way. If you talking about the streets and the struggle, shit, it's a hood everywhere. You know what I'm saying? It's a struggle everywhere. You know what I'm saying? It's a neighborhood where it's violence and crime everywhere. So, shit, growing up, I had fun, got in trouble. Good days over bad days. So.
Okay. So you talked about before growing up with your mom. Was your dad around also?
Yeah, he was around, but they wasn't together, but they were separated. But I always had my daddy. He was a real nigga. A lot of niggas daddy don't stay in the picture, you know what I'm saying, once they depart. But shit, my daddy, he was there for the most part.
Okay. And it was you and how many siblings?
Shit, it's 8 of us with my daddy, but with me and my mama, it's just me and my brothers.
Okay. How many brothers?
I got one with me and my mama, but I got partners. I got partners that my mama raised in the same house, like for real,
Oh,
like living with us. Like they wasn't with their mamas, they was with us.
so you had one of these moms, one of these, you everyone kind of has these neighborhood moms that if you get in trouble or whatever, you could go stay with them.
That was my mama. Yeah, like kids in the neighborhood that ran away from home, they end up at Mo3 house. They end up at my mama's house. Like she cooking. She don't even be knowing half the time. Like, why them boys in there? Like they been over here for about 2 weeks now. They ain't where they mama at. She ain't, they hungry. She gonna feed them. Some of my partners end up staying so long. Like when holidays come around, like Thanksgiving, Christmas shit, they got something up under the tree. Like, so shit. I had that mama, the neighborhood mama, like, you come to my house.
I mean, that's amazing because your mom wasn't rich.
Yeah, nah, she wasn't. Nah, for real.
Yeah.
We were bunched up in a 2 bedroom, like all my partners, like make a pallet on the floor. Some of us get the bed, and it was crazy. Like shit, even though this my house, like some of my partners will beat me to my house before I get there. They done already ate. They done already got their spot in the bed and everything. I gotta sleep on the floor. I gotta sleep on the couch. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah,
That's kind of dope, man. I dig that.
yeah.
I definitely dig that. Oh, okay. So you're growing up in this environment, but you actually start getting into trouble pretty early, like 12, 13.
Yeah, I had my first gun out 12. Yeah, I had a Deuce 5. I stole it from my big cousin. He doing 23 years right now.
So you ended up stealing your cousin's gun.
Yeah,
And I guess you didn't even have the clip or nothing. It was
I
just the
ain't had a
gun by
clip.
itself.
Oh, you watching me? Yeah, I ain't had a clip. That's real life. I ain't had a clip to that bitch though, but I had the gun though. So I thought that was cool enough.
Okay, so you steal your cousin's gun with no clip and no bullets. And what do you actually do with it?
Man, I was trying to. It was for a protection thing, but I wasn't thinking about not having a clip. You know what I'm saying? So like at the time, like I'm not thinking about you supposed to have bullets to the gun. You need the clip for the gun to work. I'm just thinking at the time I'm 12 years old walking around the neighborhood with a gun. That's all y'all see. Y'all don't see it don't have no clip. You know what I'm saying? So, it was just like it was some crazy shit. Uh I ended up getting that bitch took. Uh Police came and got it and some more shit. All type of shit, man. So
Okay, so was there a situation with the gun that made the police come, or did someone just snitch on you and said
Nah,
Mo3 had a
no, no,
gun?
no, 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 no. It was a situation with the gun. I was getting bullied and shit uh, in the neighborhood, but it was that ain't what made the police come. What it was family and people around the neighborhood. Like Mo3 running around here with a gun. That boy got a gun. I don't know where he got it from and whoop whoop all that type of shit. Mama ended up finding it and shit, and so you know.
Okay, police came, and did you go juvenile at all, or
Nah,
they just gave you a
not at that
slap on the
time. Not
wrist?
at that time. You know, at that time, 12 years old, you couldn't go. You couldn't go to juvenile. You can go, but you can stay just for a little bit. But you weren't finna do no time or no shit like that. I ain't actually start going to jail to like staying in there to like 14, like staying in there, like you know what I'm saying. So
Okay, and what were you getting caught at like 14 for?
my first case, aggravated robbery, deadly weapon. Yeah, I got a lot of
Okay,
aggravated robbery.
okay, so aggravated robbery. What exactly were you doing?
Uh, uh you know, aggravated robbery. You know what you do?
Okay, all right, you're robbing people, and you were getting caught in the process.
Yeah.
Okay, so 14, 15, you get caught for a robbery. What do they give you?
Um, first time, first time I go to jail, I stay for like I want to say like 4 to 5 months. I come back home on a monitor on probation. Catch the same charge again. Now I'm going to placement. You know, in Texas we got in the juvenile system we got a thing called placement. They probably got that everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Placement is where you go to somewhere outside the juvenile. You know, they ship you somewhere. It's like a boys' home or something. You know what I'm saying? So after that, it still continued. I ended up in Madlock, TYC. I went to CCD. I went to Sequoia. I went to Service. I've been to a lot of this shit. Everything, every correctional facility Dallas had for juvenile at the time, like my mama had to come to this shit, and I went to all this shit. Like,
Okay, so you kept going through these robberies and these, and this jail time, and then at 17, it got more serious.
yeah, I caught 4 of them at 17. 4 aggravated robbery with a deadly weapon. I went to TDC. First time, first adult charge. The only reason they did me like that is because the juvenile charge showed the same pattern. You know what I'm saying? So,
Okay, what was it about robbing people that really was so appealing to you at that point?
no, you ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? You got to find a way to get it, right?
Right, but you're getting caught in the process. You see what I'm saying? Like you're doing it and you're making the quick money, but you're also
Yeah,
going to
you got
jail.
you got some good days, you got some bad days, man. I had some bad days. Yeah.